Hi, my name is Fayyaz Rajpari and I'm a Solutions Architect at FireEye. In this video, I'd like to share a tip on how to monitor your AWS environment in FireEye Helix. With AWS CloudTrail and VPC flow logs, you can monitor your AWS environment by getting a history of all API calls. CloudTrail is turned on by default in AWS. You may want to check your AWS account ahead of time to verify this is enabled, and also be sure you have assigned them to go to the S3 buckets of choice. Once complete, you can check in Helix by simply searching for class AWS star and then group by class. What that's going to give me is it's going to provide me all of the AWS specific logs and show me specifically which types of AWS logs are coming into my instance. So you can see here on the left, you've got AWS CloudTrail, VPC Flow, and AWS ELB. So specifically, we're going to go into AWS CloudTrail logs and take a look at what that provides us. So I'll go ahead and click search, and remember, we can choose the amount of days we want to search for CloudTrail. In this scenario, I'm just leaving the default for past 7 days, and it provided me all of my AWS CloudTrail logs. So AWS CloudTrail provides me information on specific API calls that have been made within the environment and monitoring against my AWS instance. So furthermore, what I want to do is I want to look at specific actions that were made by those logs. So I can do a group by action, do a group by field, and that will give me detailed information on specifically what actions were created within CloudTrail. Table these results. I've got a better view here, and here it is. The next thing I want to do is I want to go back and look at the VPC flow log. So we're going to do AWS star group by class. And we want to look at the AWS VPC flow log. So we'll do another search on VPC flow. So what VPC flow provides is it'll give you information related to a NetFlow type of information in the AWS network for your specific instance. So you can tell we've got IP-related information for destination port, source IP and source port, and we can further get more details by clicking on the geolocation or the geo tab to get additional geolocation here as well. This provides an analyst great visibility into specifically what type of network flows are coming in the environment and going outside of the environment. So I'll do additional pivots here to get more details on the source location and the tool location. So we'll do group by on here. So let's just do a source country. We'll do group by on source country, and then we'll do a group on a destination country. And there we got information on the source countries and destination countries. Furthermore, what you can do is just end it off with dashboards, and we'll jump into dashboards. We've already have some created in here specifically around AWS to give more clarity on what type of visibility the AWS specific services can provide from a monitoring perspective. So what you can see here is we've expanded on those searches and built specific dashboards to provide account activity for AWS CloudTrail, giving you actions that were made within AWS. Top 10 block sources show the reject actions and group them by source IP. And additionally, we can also do other things like console logon. So this one specifically is around AWS CloudTrail console logons and group them by the username, source region, and source country, and give me the count on them. And lastly, some specific infrastructure alerts also coming from the AWS CloudTrail logs. So that concludes our look into AWS monitoring with Helix. Now you have a better eye on what actions are being taken and by whom in your cloud environment. Check back for more product tips and insights from FireEye.